Alright, so whenever I built my second reverb, I needed to get some ESCs, and I decided to go ahead and try the BLHELI 32-bit ESCs. So I picked up the GS30 amp Speedix ESCs, loaded everything up, D-Shot 1200, and ran these stock settings that you can see right here. Now, as I started my first couple flights, as you can see here, even under the pressure of not like crashing into the snow, I immediately felt something different with the quad. And I know people talk about that all the time, and a lot of people that haven't been flying for a long time might not get it when we talk about the connection that we have through the sticks and to what the actual quad is doing in the air. And I noticed that since I had taken my tune from my other reverb, which was running D-Shot 600, same motors, nearly the same weight, everything else, I noticed that this one felt really kind of loose. So I started reading through whatever kind of information is available with BLHELI32, which really isn't a lot. There's just not much out there, at least that hasn't been updated in months. There's not, everybody puts videos out saying how awesome it is, but nobody goes over any of the features, and really there still is a lot of unknowns. I did a live stream that I'll link right up here in the top if you want to kind of skip through, where I go through the manual talking about like what some of the different settings will do and what kind of problems you should be looking for, and maybe what those settings can do. You can see that like I'm really floaty here. I definitely needed to increase the tune up a lot compared to where I was running before, and I noticed that I had some stuttering going on as far as the power band. When I would give it throttle, like there was a little bit of a delay. Wasn't getting any kind of desyncs or nothing like that though, so I didn't really have to worry. So after doing more researching and asking some questions and everything like that, I went into the BLHELI32 configurator and I started changing some of the parameters. I changed DMAG compensation to high, motor timing to auto, and PWM frequency to 32K. Now, there's not really one magic number that's going to do anything. Pretty much everybody's going to be running high DMAG anyway, so I don't know why that really is low. Motor timing is something that you definitely can play around with and find a sweet spot for your motors, or you can just put it on auto and let the processing power manage the balance between power and efficiency in your motor. PWM frequency really is cool because it is something that you can change and you can actually hear the difference in your motors. So when I bumped it from 16 to 32, I immediately noticed a change. I didn't notice much of a change going above 32, so I just left it there. So this is the results without working on the tune. So this is back to reverb number 1 running D-Shot 600. I drove up the tune just a tad as far as I could without totally wrecking the footage and everything like that, but I just noticed that I wasn't able to fly it as well as the second one with the 1200. I don't know if it's the increased throttle resolution that you get out of D-Shot 1200, if it's the extra speed, if it's placebo, or maybe it's just a combination of everything. But I noticed that I wasn't able to be as aggressive on the sticks as I wanted to be, and things just kind of felt a little loose and a little sloppy compared to reverb number 2, which was now running the GS30s. So let's take a look at the fully tuned footage so far. I mean, I've put like 35, 40 packs through this the past couple weeks. Most of it this weekend because it was really nice. And I'm just finishing this up here on Sunday. And this was the last flight that I had. And reverb number 2 has definitely now became reverb number. So here it is. Take a look, take a listen to the motors. Let me know what you think. Do I think everybody should drop D-Shot 600 and go buy 1200 ESCs? No, but I definitely think that this is the future if you're going to be buying some